Hey, it's Prerak. And this is my all-wheel drive Skoda Laura or Mark 2.5 Octavia. But Prerak, these were never offered with an all-wheel drive. How come this is an all-wheel drive? Well, we spent 4 long months doing that conversion to this car. And we were very happy when it first worked. But it doesn't work anymore. After almost an year, it has stopped working. And somewhat of it is my fault as well. Not that there is any problem with the parts installed or with the installation. It has to do with the fact that the Haldex has never been serviced. Probably ever in almost 1.5 decades of its life. The all-wheel drive system used in this car is a Haldex system, which is an on-demand all-wheel drive system, which means it sends power to the rear wheels only if the front wheels lose grip or during launch. So it has a pump which throws fluid to the clutches, which compresses them and sends power to the rear wheels. And there is a tiny screen in front of the pump. If it is clogged, the pump will shut off on its own and stop working and throw this fault right here. The parts required for the Haldex service are very difficult to find in India, and it took me longer to source these parts than it did to do the entire all-wheel drive conversion. But the parts for the service are now ready and the all-wheel drive can work again. But before that, we need to fix its coolant. Anytime the car is parked after a drive, the secondary coolant pump circulates coolant inside the engine to cool everything down. This right here. And this is exactly what is leaking in my car. Even with a properly functioning cooling system, this car tends to get really hot. So we need to fix this before it's too late. We don't really need all of this coolant because the car has fresh, brand new coolant which we can reuse. But might as well do it again. We are going to do a lot of things today, so let's jack up the car properly. To replace this coolant pump, we need something to drain this into. Perfect. And with the hose clamp tool, we need to remove the first coolant hose. Will it make a mess? Let's see. Let's first loosen its bracket to give us more working room. Okay, it's about to rain. It's not that hot, plus it's just half of it. It's just one hose that has opened, the other one is yet to be opened. And that is both the pipes removed. So this is the old pump that we have removed, and this is the new one. Which is incorrect. I'm glad that this was the wrong part because some revelations have been made now. The situation is much worse than I thought. I just thought that this is leaking and it will be an easy fix. But it is the water pump housing itself that is leaking. And in order to fix that, we need to remove the nose of the car, the alternator, the compressor, the housing for it. And if you're going to go that deep, might as well fix all of the oil leaks that are there in the engine. The reason I was not doing this up until now or even in the future is because I wanted to put a 2.5 liter in it, the SEPA engine. I was saving up for it, for the SEPA engine, and I thought that I would just replace this and use the car for the time being. But it needs an engine right away. I'm not going to spend any money on the 1.8 to fix it, do anything, because even the piston rings are weak. So there's no point in spending any money on or time on maintenance on this engine. So probably for the time being, I can go for a 2-liter TSI right away, buy that motor, fix it, fix all the seals, leaks on it, and then just slap it into this car. Or just decommission this car for now and continue saving up for the 2.5. I think I'll get the 2-liter for now and not do anything to this engine. But let's put a positive spin to this video and do the rest of the services, because they are not engine dependent. Regardless of the engine that will be in the car, we need to do the transfer case service and the rear Haldex and the rear differential service. So let's get to that and skip this for now. While being under the car, I noticed this driver side axle had a torn boot. So while we're at it, let's remove it and get it fixed. So this is the gear oil for front and rear differential. Haldex oil is different. This is just the gear oil, and the differential is right here. This is the drain hole right here, and the fill plug is back here up top. And look at the amount of seepage in the entire engine. It's a good thing that we are changing this engine now. We'll first clean the entire area and then we'll open the fill hole first. बहुत जोर से लगा. Good thing I'm wearing gloves. There's grease everywhere because the axle leaked here. Look at all this grease. Look at it. Gear oil smells terrible, and just opening this fill bolt has already stenched up the entire area. It just smells so terrible. Probably it has never been serviced as well. So it's a good thing that we are doing this. With the fill bolt out, we'll remove the drain plug now. It will drain the entire oil that is in there. They are surprisingly tight. Doesn't seem that bad. So the oil has been drained entirely. I'll be cleaning this drain bolt and reusing it, because new drain bolts are just not available. Even Volkswagen or Skoda reuses these. And the washer doesn't even come out. I bought copper crush washers, but the washer doesn't come out, so can't even change that. It's fine though. We can reuse it for once. So we will use this funny looking apparatus to fill this oil in the transfer case. You know, the front transfer case is full when it starts to drip out like that, and now we have used 800 ml I think of the gear oil and it's full now. So let's tighten the fill bolt. Tight. We can clean it up a little bit now. We are done with the front transfer case service now. It was quite a hassle. The fluid didn't want to go in at first, but then we shortened the length of the pipe that we were using and it worked out. We had to fill it 3 times because it took 300 ml per one go, and it takes about 800-850 ml. But now it's done. I've cleaned everything up as well. We are just waiting on the axle, but that's fine. That will come soon. We can move on to the rear now. Oops. So this is the entire rear differential and the Haldex system right here. The back part is the rear differential and this front portion is the Haldex system. This system decides whether the power that is being sent from the front should be sent to the rear differential or not. So we will be servicing both. We will be replacing the fluid in the Haldex system, which handles the clutch packs. We will clean this oil pump, which is clogged and it has stopped working. And we will drain and fill the rear differential as well, which is exactly the same as the front transfer case. So let's begin. We'll begin first by cleaning everything because it's really dirty and the rain hasn't helped. So we'll do the rear differential first. This is the fill plug. We'll open this and then we'll drain the fluid out. This is the fill plug out. Now we'll open the drain plug and it can create a bit of a mess because the sway bar is in the place right from where it needs to drain out of. I hope it doesn't make a big of a mess. Oh, nice and clean. Not sure when it was serviced. If they didn't service the Haldex, what was the point? We've let the oil drain out completely now. I'll just put this drain plug back in and fill it up. Unfortunately, we have to reuse these because, as I mentioned, they're very hard to come by, and even Skoda or Volkswagen, Land Rover, whoever services these Haldexes, even they reuse these in India, unfortunately. But it's fine for once. Rear differential uses the same gear oil as the front transfer case. So we will fill up this syringe, which is 300 ml, and we'll fill it up 3 times and fill the differential up 3 times. It's filled. Let's go ahead and fill the differential now. Whew. 1 done, 2 more to go. I need a lift. Whew. 2 done, 1 more to go. This should be the last one. It just takes 800 or 900 ml. And we need to fill it till it drips out of the fill bolt. Hopefully this is the last one. I need a lift. So as you can see, it has started to dribble out now and it's full. The differential service is now complete. It's time for Haldex now. This is its drain bolt, this is the fill, and the most important thing is to clean the pump itself, and there is a filter on its right hand side, which was the most difficult to source. It was not available anywhere in India, and there is no point in doing a Haldex service without changing that filter. So I sourced that as well, but it took such a long time. Anyway, let's begin the service now. Just like before, we will open the fill hole first. And then the drain bolt. While this may look clean, I'm pretty sure the screen is filled over here. We'll let this drain and meanwhile open this pump and the filter on the side. The filter resides behind this cap. Let's open it up. It should not be very tight on there. This is the filter. We will be replacing this. This was the most expensive part. Why am I doing this? I should just get a new car. This is the new filter. This is the old filter. The new filter kit comes with a new filter, a new cap, new hardware, new seals, everything. This should have costed me $40, but it has costed me $120 because this was not available in India. I had to import it and I had to pay duty, shipping and everything. No one in India actually replaces this filter, unfortunately. Land Rover uses this, Volkswagen, Skoda, Audi, they all use the Haldex based system, even Volvo, but they don't change this filter. So this is the entire kit. This right here is the brand new filter compared to the old one. You can see the filter inside. This has white paper while this is black. This is completely black. and it is also leaving behind metal contaminants. So I'm pretty sure this is the reason it wasn't working. This is clogged up entirely. Doesn't smell burnt, but sure, metal contaminants are present inside it, because look at it, it's all black in there compared to the brand new one. Should be white inside. This is the old seal, old cap. This is the new seal, which has the cap attached to it. And this is the new hardware and seals for the Haldex pump, because these seals are obviously one-time use. So we will replace these in there as well. Final piece of the puzzle, the filter. I'll just put some oil on the O-rings and insert it in. Done. Now it's time to remove the Haldex pump. And that's the screen that needs to be cleaned. And replace the rubber O-rings. I then clean the housing from inside, and look at that gunk. O-rings changed, filter is changed, hardware is changed, drain bolt is back on. It's just time to fill the fluid now and bleed it. This is the Haldex coupling oil. It says it right here. For Haldex Coolant in Germany. So this is the Haldex fluid. All that's left now is to fill this, bleed the system, and test if it all works or not. I have cleaned this apparatus properly, thoroughly. So now we can fill this, and hopefully everything will work after this. Hopefully. Now we just need to bleed the system and fill it up again, because the pump will take some fluid in. Alright, we have pre-charged the pump. We can now fill it again, turn the car on, let it idle for a while so the temperature gets picked up, and then again we can check if it's topped up or not. So the pump didn't actually consume that much, maybe just 200-300 ml at max, and it is already at the point where we left it. So we're good to go now. We can start the car, let the wheels run for a while, and then check again. I then let the car run in air for a while to get the coupling oil temperature between 20 to 40 degrees Celsius, and top up the Haldex oil again. Alright, so that's it. That was the last of the bolt. Now let's put everything back together, put the wheels back on, take it out on the road and see how it drives. Alright, we're back on the road with this car. A lot of things have been fixed, and I can already feel that the engine is working a little bit harder to send power to the rear wheels now. But right now it is just a 90 to 10 bias. So we'll launch the car once, so the bias can be 50-50, then we'll know for sure if the rear wheels are spinning or not. But right now we need to take the car up to temperature, take the transmission up to temperature, and only then can we launch. Let's find some gravel filled roads and then we can test it. Can you tell that I'm annoyed? I am. In most cases, just changing the oil, changing the sealed for life filter at the Haldex fixes this issue. Unfortunately, in our case, it has come back. I think the pump has had enough with the clogged filter in there. The filter was really clogged. We saw some metal. It wasn't metal exactly, but it was so black on the inside that I'm pretty sure it was clogged for a long time now. And The pump, I feel like it has fried itself, so we'll need to change the Haldex pump now. We'll need to do a lot of what we did again. If you remove the pump, all the oil, majority of the oil will drain out, so we'll need to fill it back again. And after the pump has been changed, we'll need to make it relearn, and there is no guarantee if the used pump will work because nobody services these and changes the filter. They just keep the filter in and they just change the Haldex oil, which clogs the filter, and then the pump fails, and then we sit here trying to make a video where the pump will actually work in the end, but it doesn't. So unfortunately, all-wheel drive still doesn't work. We tried it a couple of times right now and it still doesn't work, and the fault has come back, which I'm staring at right now. I really wanted to end this video on a positive note and tell you that the all-wheel drive has started to work and we'll get a 2-liter TSI, but both of those things will happen in future videos. But it's not all bad news. Every bit of work that we did was important. The front transfer case service, fixing the torn axle boot, the rear differential maintenance. We've just got to refill the Haldex oil once we find the right pump. It's been a lot, but honestly, I still see it as a win, in its own messy, hard-fought way. Soon, we'll have this fixed and a 2-liter TSI from an Audi Q5. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.